I died saving Anna, only then did I understand. She had loved her half-brother her entire life. After we got married, he disappeared, and she blamed me for it all. "Noah, in the next life, don't get tangled up with me," she said, her eyes filled with a cold hatred. "If there is a next life, my only wish is to never meet you." Then I opened my eyes. I was back in our suite on our wedding night. This time, I smiled and slid the divorce papers across the table to her. "Sign this," I said, "and I'll take you to find Liam." After Anna and I were married, her half-brother, Liam, attempted suicide. From that day on, she hated me for 40 years, right up until the moment I died. On my deathbed, I finally learned the truth. She had always been deeply in love with Liam. Their parents forbade them from being together. Anna was forced to marry me, and Liam was pushed into dating other people. For 10 years, Anna's image was etched into my mind. When she offered me a chance, I grabbed it instinctively, believing it was fate smiling down on me. But I gradually came to understand that every look, every touch, was like a caged animal struggling to break free. The loathing in her eyes, her desperate need to escape, were sharp thorns piercing the bubble of my self-deception. The gears of fate began to turn on that day. The screech of tires tore through the air as a runaway truck barreled toward us like a wild beast. Without a moment's hesitation, my body moved before my mind could think, pulling Anna behind me. The violent impact blurred my vision. I collapsed into her arms as darkness closed in. As my consciousness faded, her voice, soft yet chilling, reached me. "Noah, let's not meet in the next life." She paused, her words laced with a decade of suppressed hatred. "If it weren't for you, Liam wouldn't have died. We would have won our parents over. I would have had real love, but since you are dying, I'll let go of my hatred. Just, if there is a next life, don't love me, don't marry me, let me be." Her voice echoed in my ears, crushing my last shred of hope as the darkness swallowed me completely. In shock and despair, I closed my eyes. When I woke up, I had been reborn. I was back on my wedding day with Anna. That night, she drank heavily, mistaking me for Liam, pouring out all her love. "Liam, please don't go on dates with other people. Okay? I love you so much. I really can't live without you. I didn't want to get married. If I could, I'd be with you forever." The drunken confessions spilled out, each word a sharp knife twisting in my heart. My love for her spanned 50 years in my past life and 10 in this one. Anna and I grew up together. She was the princess of our social circle, the famed sterling heiress. But she was also the only one who stood up for me when I was bullied by classmates, telling me not to be afraid. Later, I became friends with Liam just to get closer to her, and she started treating me better and better until I was completely lost in her. It was only before I died that I realized her kindness was just a reflection of her love for Liam. She was nice to me because I was his friend. She would take care of me, a near stranger, because she loved him. She would fly into a rage if he so much as spoke to another girl, and she would whisper his name over and over in her drunken dreams. Unfortunately, I learned it all too late. One marriage ruined all of us. Remembering what Anna had said to me, I gently closed my eyes. "I clung to you in my last life. In this one, I'll let you have your wish." The drunk Anna was making a scene, demanding to find Liam. I seized the opportunity and placed a divorce agreement in front of her. "Sign this and I'll take you to him." Her mind was clouded, but at the mention of Liam's name, her eyes lit up instinctively. She picked up the pen. I gave a bitter smile. "Just hearing his name is enough for you to do anything, is it, Anna? Aren't you afraid I am using him to trick you?" she mumbled. "For him, I'd do anything." Her words left me stunned, my eyes turning red. The next morning, I called my lawyer. "I am sending you the divorce papers. Please handle it for me as soon as possible." Suddenly, Anna's voice came from behind me. "Divorce what?" I turned instinctively. In her early 20s, she was stunningly beautiful, completely different from the woman she would become 40 years later. But still, the face I had loved and longed for. "Nothing," I said. "Just a gift I was planning." She didn't. Seemed to suspect a thing, or perhaps she just didn't care. "I am sorry about yesterday. I drank too much. Let's go to your parents' house as an apology." The word apology stung. In her eyes, visiting my family was just a form of compensation. But I said nothing and went with her. When we arrived, my parents greeted us with smiles. Suddenly, Anna's phone buzzed with a notification. She glanced at it, and her face changed. Noah, something's come up at the office. I have to go, now. She looked at me and my parents, but without a shred of hesitation, she said, I am leaving. With that, she got back in her car and drove off, leaving the three of us standing there. My parents were taken aback, words caught in their throats. My mother opened her mouth to say something but stopped. I felt a profound sense of disappointment. I had seen the text. It was from Liam. Anna, I feel a little dizzy. I miss you. It wasn't tea about the office at all, just a minor complaint from him, and I was abandoned without a second thought. I forced a smile. Mom, Dad, let us go inside. After dinner, I told my parents solemnly, I am going to divorce Anna. She doesn't love me. We want to be happy together, so there is no point in forcing it. My parents hesitated for a moment, looked at me, and sighed. If you've thought it through, that is all that matters. We'll support whatever you decide. Their words nearly brought me to tears. For several days, Anna didn't come home. I couldn't stop myself from sending her a text. Asking when she'd be back, her reply was merciless. I told you, it is urgent at the office. I am busy, stop nagging. I stared at the message on my phone, an undeniable ache in my chest. Even though I had decided on a divorce, I couldn't be completely indifferent. Just above her text was a message from Liam. Bro, Anna's getting so considerate. Marriage really changes a person. It was accompanied by photos of them together. Anna wrapping a scarf around him, cooking for him, watching movies with him, going to an amusement park with him. Her consideration was never for me. Still, I replied to him. Weren't you supposed to be on a date? His tone was as breezy as ever. With someone as amazing as my sister around, how could I possibly be interested in other women? You feel the same way about her, don't you? I swallowed the bitterness in my throat and didn't reply. If they were so indispensable to each other, then there was no reason for me to stay entangled. I will fulfill the wish you had in your last life. Anna returned the day before the Sterling family's annual dinner party. She looked apologetic. Noah, I've been incredibly busy with work lately. Was it really work, or was she just lost in the bliss of being with the one she loved? She handed me a gift box. This is an apology present. Wear it to the party tonight. I opened it. Inside was an elegant cufflink. A flicker of hope rose in my heart. Maybe she did care about me, just a little. I didn't ask any questions. Didn't say a word. I obediently put on the suit she had prepared for me and attached the cufflink. She watched my compliant behavior, a complex emotion flashing in her eyes before her expression returned to its usual calm. I loved her so much that I wanted to watch her every second of every minute. How could I have missed that fleeting look? But I said nothing. When we arrived at the Sterling estate, the guests had already gathered. Seeing us, people showered us with praise. Anna and Noah looked so perfect together. A true power couple. Of course. We all watched them grow up together. I couldn't imagine either of them with anyone else. Hearing this, a flicker of resentment crossed Anna's face but quickly vanished. She made an excuse and hurried away. I slipped away from the crowd as well, only to run into a familiar face. It was Liam. He was all smiles. Noah, long time no see. I haven't had a chance to congratulate you on the wedding. You know, when you became friends with me, I had a feeling something was up. I just didn't realize you were after my sister. He spoke in a teasing tone, but I detected an undercurrent of ice. I noticed he was also wearing an exquisite cufflink, clearly of a higher quality than mine. He followed my gaze down to my own cufflink. Noah, that one looks pretty nice too, a bit familiar, he said. Anna took me shopping a few days ago, and we saw one that looked a lot like it, except that one was a few price tiers below the one I am wearing now. His words hit me like a ton of bricks. So, the gift I received was just something Liam didn't want. While wholeheartedly loving him, Anna had taken a moment out of her busy schedule to give me a perfunctory gift. One that had almost made me waver. Even though my heart felt like it was being shredded, my face remained impassive. I smiled calmly. Yours is definitely much nicer than mine. But instead of being pleased by my calm praise, he suddenly turned hostile. He slammed his own arm against a nearby pillar and simultaneously tossed his cufflink into the adjacent swimming pool. Even knowing that people wear lighter clothes at indoor winter parties, I heard a distinct, sharp crack. The next second, Anna's voice, full of fury, rang out. "Noah, what did you do to Liam?" Liam immediately put on a tearful act. "Anna, I don't know what I did to make Noah so angry. Maybe he just really liked my cufflink, so he tried to grab it. He was defending me. It is not his fault I didn't protect it well enough." Anna's gaze shot to me, her eyes filled with ice. I was in disbelief and instinctively tried to defend myself. "I didn't do anything. Noah, stop lying. Liam's arm is already red and swollen. If you didn't do it, did he do it to himself?" She then turned to Liam, her voice softening. "Did he take your cufflink?" He replied pitifully, "Yes. I think he threw it in the trash can." "Anna, please don't blame him." He even tugged on her sleeve. "It is okay. I'll just go through the trash and find it." Anna sneered. "He hurt you out of jealousy. He has to pay the price she said, pointing at me. "Go search the trash. You have to find it." That was a gift I gave to Liam. I looked at her, a chill spreading through my entire body. "Anna, I really didn't Liam interjected. "Anna, you don't have to be so hard on him. It is just a cufflink. Searching through the trash is so degrading." His words made Anna pause for a moment, then she smiled. "You are right. That is not a good look." A sliver of hope rose in me. But her next words stabbed me through the heart. "Break his arm, then make him search." Her expression was cold. "Liam, because your arm is hurt, just making him find the cufflink is too easy. He needs to suffer the same pain you did." The next moment, the family security guards, on her signal, walked toward me and brutally broke my arm. A wave of excruciating pain washed over me. I turned pale, cold sweat beading on my forehead. But before I could even react, I was buried under a mountain of garbage. The overwhelming stench nearly made me pass out. Anna's cold voice cut through the haze. "Find it now. If you don't, you'll regret it." Tears streamed down my face, but I could only endure the pain and rummage through the trash. The murmurs of the onlookers were a constant torment. "What is Anna doing? That is her husband. What is the big deal? Her husband started it. He knew how much she adores her brother, but still provoked him, hurt him, and stole his gift. Oh, is that what happened then? He deserves it." The cold remark stung my heart, but my beloved wife just stood there, watching impassively. I don't know how much time passed before Liam spoke up. "Anna, maybe we should let him off. I only saw him throw it. I don't remember exactly where. Maybe it is in the pool. He'll never find it." This seemed to make Anna even angrier. "He might have thrown it in the pool. Then he can go in and get it." She looked me up and down. "He is filthy and stinks anyway. A good wash will do him good." I was dragged by the guards and thrown into the swimming pool. The winter water was bone-chillingly cold. With my arm freshly broken, I couldn't swim. I thrashed desperately, my cries for help swallowed by the water. In a daze, I saw the backs of Anna and Liam as they walked away, and I couldn't stop the tears from falling. I had to force myself to ignore the pain in my arm and search the water. But what was this physical pain compared to the agony in my heart? After searching the entire pool, I was shivering uncontrollably. My skin blue and purple from the cold, my limbs stiff, the pain in my arm now a dull, numb ache. I finally found the cufflink, but as I climbed out of the pool, I nearly collapsed. The next second, my mind exploded. In the distance, the Sterling mansion was engulfed in flames. I had forgotten. This was the day that, in my past life, Mr. Sterling died in a fire. A fire had mysteriously broken out in the mansion. No one knew that Mr. Sterling had passed out drunk in his study and perished. This time, I reacted instantly. I pulled out my phone, dialed 911, and sprinted toward the study. The grounds were in chaos. The path to the study was already consumed by fire. No one was paying attention to that side of the house. I charged forward without hesitation, feeling the searing heat on my skin, sharp pains shooting through my exposed flesh. But I couldn't stop. I navigated through the thick smoke, trying to find the study, fighting waves of dizziness and black spots in my vision. Just as I thought, I pushed open the door and saw the unconscious form of Mr. Sterling. I managed to drag him up, ready to carry him out on my back. The next second, a burning bookshelf toppled toward us. On instinct, I threw up my arm to shield his head. A searing pain shot through me, and I realized I had used my broken arm to block the falling shelf. But there was no time to think about that. I stumbled out of the mansion with Mr. Sterling on my back. It wasn't until I reached a safe area and saw the firefighters arriving that my vision went black and I passed out. When I woke up, I was in a hospital. The doctor looked at my chart and said bluntly, "The burns on your body aren't too severe, but they likely leave scars. What is serious is your arm. It suffered a second impact after being fractured and was also burned. It probably won't ever fully recover." I could care less about that. I repeatedly asked if Mr. Sterling was safe. After getting a confirmation, the pain from all over my body finally registered. But what could I do? I gave a bitter smile, got out of bed, and went to Mr. Sterling's room. What I saw was a scene of perfect family harmony. Liam was sitting by Mr. Sterling's bed, smiling shyly. "Mom, you don't have to praise me so much. Saving Dad is what I should do as his son," Anna disagreed. "Even if it is what you should do, you can't just disregard your own safety. It was so dangerous you rushed in all by yourself. What if something had happened to you?" "Anna, it was nothing. All I could think about was that Dad had to be okay. Besides, we were both fine." He paused for a moment, then added, "I just don't know why the fire started, and Noah is still nowhere to be seen." His words abruptly brought me up. The smile on Mr. Sterling's face faded slightly, but it returned when he looked at Liam. After learning about the situation between the siblings, Mr. Sterling had always been critical of Liam, especially since Anna was the daughter he had meticulously groomed. But at this moment, his eyes held a new satisfaction and gratitude as he looked at Liam. I stood at the doorway, my body trembling. I knew Liam had taken credit for my actions and was maliciously insinuating things about me. I should have been sad, angry, and desperate to prove the truth. But thinking of Anna's face, full of regret before she died in my past life, I sighed and suppressed my anguish. I turned and walked away. Maybe this was the best outcome. For several days, no one came to see me, but I did get a call from Anna. She opened with an accusation. "Noah, where are you? Don't you know the house caught fire and Dad almost died? As his son-in-law, you don't even come to visit. You are a disgusting, ungrateful bastard." Faintly, I could hear Liam's voice in the background. "Anna, don't be angry. I am here looking after him. It is fine. Don't bother Noah. He is probably still mad at us. Who knows how he might try to get back at us." It was all so predictable. I was stunned for a few seconds, but offered no defense. Not until she hung up. Still, I chose a time when no one was around to visit Mr. Sterling. I knelt before him immediately. "Dad, I am begging you. Please let Anna and Liam be together." My words stunned him. His eyes were wide with shock. "You know," I gave a bitter smile. "Their feelings for each other are so strong, it is hard not to see. And because they truly love each other, Dad, you should let them be happy." Mr. Sterling was about to object, but I cut him off. "Dad, I know you are going to say they were siblings, but you also know that is not the whole truth. After this incident, you must see how much Liam respects you. He risked his life to save you for Anna's sake. They can live without each other." My eyes were pleading. "If Anna stays with me, she'll lose all her vitality. Is that what you want to see?" Mr. Sterling was silent for a long time, so long that I thought it was a lost cause. Then he finally spoke. "All right, I'll consider it." I was about to rejoice for Anna when his tone shifted. "But Noah, listen to me. Can you and Anna give it one more chance, just one? If you two are truly not happy together, then I will consider it and won't hold you to this anymore." I left Mr. Sterling's hospital room and walked home, my heart gradually calming. Anna was home yet, likely keeping Liam company. I didn't feel sad. For the first time since being reborn, a genuine smile appeared on my face. "Anna, in this life, your regrets may no longer be regrets." The next evening, I was packing my bags to leave when the front door suddenly opened. Anna walked in, her face cold. "Get changed. We going out to dinner." I was surprised. "Dinner? Aren't you with Liam?" She cut me off impatiently. "What is with all the questions? Wasn't it you who went crying to my dad?" asking for one last chance. Only then did I check my phone. There was a message from Mr. Sterling. Noah, you and Anna grew up together. She is not completely without feelings for you. Go out to dinner with her tonight, spend the night together. Consider it your last chance with her. What do you say? I still can't easily accept her and Liam. Seeing this, my heart felt a complex mix of emotions. Anna sneered. I came back to you. I didn't stay with Liam, and you still have to go complain to Dad. Dad already knows about me and Liam. It is useless for you to go to him. She seemed to have misunderstood me, but I didn't explain. Maybe she really did have feelings for me. But since I was leaving, it was better to let her think I was the bad guy. Not that she gave me a chance to explain anyway. She grabbed my hand and dragged me to the car. During the drive, Anna remained expressionless. I felt a heavy weight on my chest, making it hard to breathe. It wasn't until the waiter served the food that she finally spoke. Why did you order shrimp? You know you are allergic. The words slipped out, and she immediately froze. My numb heart was pierced once again. Liam was the one allergic to shrimp. I loved shrimp. After knowing me for more than a decade, she still could remember. She forced a smile and explained. Just pretend you did hear that. Eat up. I didn't say anything. Just ate with my head down, but I could feel her eyes on me, studying me for a long time before she finally looked away. Then she started drinking, one glass after another. Seeing her face flush, I finally couldn't help but advise her, stop drinking. It is not good for you. She put down her glass. I know I shouldn't but I have to get drunk tonight. If I am sober, spending the night with you will be unbearable. Her words made me freeze for a second, my fingers clenching unconsciously. I knew exactly what she meant by spending the night. I lowered my head, my voice laced with bitterness. This wasn't my idea. I don't want to force you. If you need him, I can bring Liam over. She stopped short, her face a mask of astonishment. After a long pause, she laughed. Noah, you know my dad doesn't want me and Liam to be together, and you come up with an idea like this. If you want my dad to hate Liam, you don't have to resort to such a low blow. A sharp pain twisted inside me. But I didn't explain. You are drunk. I'll take you home. After we got home, I resignedly helped her change and get ready for bed. I laid her down, and just as she was about to fall asleep, a call came through. She answered it instinctively. Her mother's voice came through the phone. Anna, please, you have to come back and see Liam. He heard you and Noah were going to spend the night together, and he tried to kill himself. Anna's face went deathly pale, my mind exploded, and I froze on the spot. In my past life, Liam's suicide attempt didn't happen at this time. I thought that by asking Mr. Sterling for a divorce and letting them be together, I could prevent Liam's death. But could my attempt to help them have become their death warrant? The alcohol seemed to instantly leave Anna's system. Her eyes were filled with rage and pain. She screamed at me. Liam is dying. Are you happy now? You saw this coming, didn't? To you? You did this on purpose. I tried to explain, but she wouldn't listen. She grabbed her car keys and bolted for the door. I blocked her way, begging her to take me with her. She was furious. Take you for what? You've always wanted Liam dead. You just want to go and gloat. I pleaded desperately. No, Anna, I want you both to be okay. Liam has lost a lot of blood. He'll need a transfusion. My blood type is the same as his. I can save him. Anna sneered. You, save him. He wouldn't have even tried to kill himself if it weren't for you. Stop with the fake sincerity. The next second, she started the car without hesitation. Noah, I am warning you, if anything happens to Liam, I will hate you for the rest of my life. There was a loud bang. My vision went black as I was thrown through the air. The car slowed for a fraction of a second before speeding off into the distance. I lay on the road, letting the pain in my body and my heart consume me. But I couldn't stop here. In my past life, Liam died because he bled out before he could get a transfusion. I was reborn to erase Anna's regrets, so I had to save him. With that thought, I forced myself to endure the pain and crawl forward. Sharp pains shot through my body. My face turned white, and cold sweat poured off me. But looking at the endless road ahead, I didn't dare to stop, terrified of owing them another life. I heard a car horn behind me. I finally managed to raise a hand and flag it down, begging the driver for a ride. When I got to the hospital, Liam was, as expected, on the brink of death from blood loss. The blood bank was low, and they needed a donor urgently. Anna was in the hallway, frantically making calls. The moment she saw me, her expression changed, but she quickly put on a gentle facade and walked toward me. Before she could speak, I beat her to it, telling the nurse, "My blood type is the same as his, I can donate." The nurse was shocked, looking me up and down. "Sir, you should be in the emergency room, not donating blood. Please don't waste our time." "Take mine," I insisted, with Liam's life on the line and my persistence. The doctor agreed. Anna watched from the side, a hint of guilt creeping into her eyes, as my face grew paler and paler. She finally could hold back. "Noah, why are you doing this?" "It is okay," I managed to force a smile. "You love him so much, I can let anything happen to him. For your happiness and his. I'll do anything." She stood there, stunned, but quickly composed herself. I saw a complex emotion flash in her eyes, but she said nothing. "Thank you," she hugged me. "I believe you now. It wasn't you who complained to my dad." My heart felt like it was being squeezed in a vice, but I stubbornly replied, "It is okay. You can pretend it was me, as long as you two are happy." The next second, my vision went black, and I fainted in her arms. I woke up to find myself in a hospital room again. A nurse came over to check on me as soon as she saw I was awake. I asked her instead, "How is Mr. Sterling now?" "He is out of danger, still under observation." The nurse's tone held a barely concealed disapproval. "You, on the other hand, were in a critical condition after your accident, and then you donated so much blood. You need to rest properly. But your wife is over there, taking care of him. If you need anything, just press the call button." The nurse left, and I was alone in the room, a bitter smile on my face. But then I thought about how Liam's life was saved. In this life, Anna should have no more regrets. I suddenly felt a sense of release. This was what I wanted all along. So what was there to be sad about? With that thought, I sent a text to Mr. Sterling. "You must know about Liam's suicide attempt by now. There is really no hope for me and Anna. They truly can't live without each other. Dad, please let them be together. I am leaving immediately." I didn't. Look at his reply. I just turned off my phone, packed my things, and checked out of the hospital. On my way out, passing the nurse's station, I overheard them whispering, "That brother and sister in that room are something else. Her husband is right next door, nearly died donating blood for her brother, and she is in there having an affair with him." What? I also heard her brother tried to kill himself because of his sister and her husband. Seriously. That is disgusting. That guy is so unlucky to be mixed up in this. My face remained impassive. I walked out of the hospital calmly. I didn't want to get involved in their affairs anymore. Anna's regrets were gone. The rest was up to them to figure out. I needed to find my own life. For several days, Anna didn't contact me, not even a single text. But I could see her every move on Liam's Facebook feed. She made him nutritious meals, fed him, helped him to the bathroom, did his laundry, read him stories, gave him massages. She was incredibly attentive, treating him like a precious, fragile doll. She had completely forgotten that her own husband had been at death's door, lying in the room next door. No, I was her ex-husband now. The day before I was scheduled to fly out of the country, I received my divorce certificate. My parents stood beside me, looking at the document in my hand, at a loss for words. I smiled reassuringly to comfort them. "Mom, Dad, don't worry about me. This was my choice. From now on, we live a good life together." "What about Anna? You loved her so much," my mother asked, concerned. I smiled and shook my head. "It is okay, let her go." With that, I took my parents' hands, and we boarded the plane to leave the country. It was more than a week later when Anna finally thought of her husband. She had been busy taking care of Liam, terrified he would do something foolish again. So she had been by his side constantly until he was fully recovered and discharged from the hospital. He brought something up. "Anna, I don't want to leave you. Can I come live with you at the Southampton villa?" Liam's face was full of anticipation. Anna was about to agree, but the words caught in her throat. The Southampton villa was her and Noah's home. If Liam wanted to move in, shouldn't she ask Noah first? At this thought, She forced a smile at Liam. I'll have to ask Noah about that first. Liam's face instantly paled. Anna, what does that mean? Are you abandoning me? Noah is so good to you. How could he possibly disagree? Are you just using him as an excuse, or do you think he is more important than me? He looked at her with teary eyes, and she felt her resolve soften, unable to speak. She quickly hugged him, cooing softly. Of course not. How could I ever abandon you? Come on, I'll take you home. What about Noah? He asked softly. Forget him. I am taking my brother home. He has no say in it. Anna went straight to the car, not noticing the shadow that crossed Liam's eyes when she mentioned him. When they got home, Anna found that Noah wasn't there. She frowned and asked the housekeeper, "Where is Noah?" "Mr. Carter hasn't been home for over a week," the housekeeper replied. Anna looked shocked. A sense of foreboding washing over her. She immediately started calling Noah's number, only to find it was disconnected. Liam, standing by her side, quietly fanned the flames. Anna, don't worry. Maybe Noah's just out having fun somewhere and lost track of time. Let's wait. He'll probably come back when he has had enough. Hearing this made Anna even angrier. He is my husband. How dare he go out and have fun? No, I have to find him. But the next second, she saw a conspicuous red document on the coffee table. It was her and Noah's divorce certificate. She froze on the spot. How could this be? Just as she was about to rush out to find Noah, Mr. Sterling appeared. Where do you think you are going? She calmed down slightly. Noah's gone. I have to find him. She reached for her keys to leave, but her father's next words stopped her in her tracks. Don't bother looking. He has already left the country with his parents. The words were like a bolt of lightning, stunning her completely. Dad, what are you saying? Mr. Sterling sighed. You saw the divorce certificate, didn't you? Noah didn't want to be entangled with you anymore. So he decided to divorce you before he left. He came to me personally and begged me to let you and Liam be together. Each word was like a clap of thunder, leaving Anna speechless. Who divorced who? You and Noah, of course. You are in love with Liam. Now you can be with him properly. She felt no joy. Instead, it felt like her heart was being squeezed and she could barely breathe. How could Noah leave? He loved her so much. He was willing to get hurt and donate blood for the person she loved. How could he divorce her? That is right, he was hurt. He must be angry that I didn't go to see him. If I can just find him and apologize, I'll calm down. With this thought, Anna regained her composure and prepared to go find Noah. She didn't see the ecstatic expression on Liam's face as he stood to the side about to embrace her. But she pushed him away. Anna, he said, completely bewildered. Anna had no time for his reaction. It was as if she hadn't even heard him. She was determined to leave. Anna, what are you doing? He asked, his eyes welling with tears. We can be together now, she retorted instinctively. Who wants to be with you? Noah is my husband. Her words were cut off by her father. Anna, that is enough. His voice was stern. Whatever you are thinking of doing now, you and Noah are divorced. You broke his heart and he is gone. Since you love Liam, you need to be responsible for him. Don't break another person's heart. Hearing this, Anna could no longer control herself. She yelled at him. Who said I love Liam? He is just my brother. Besides, I never agreed to the divorce. What right does he have to just leave? Liam stood by, completely stunned. Anna, you love me the most. Don't you? Why are you saying this? His question threw Anna into a state of agony. She could sort out her own thoughts and feelings. She crouched on the floor, holding her head in her hands, and sobbed. Mr. Sterling looked at the daughter he had been so proud of and sighed. Liam, you watch her. Don't let her do anything reckless. I can get involved in your affairs. Just don't cause any trouble. You two figure it out. With that, he and his wife left the Sterling estate. The day after they left, Anna kicked Liam out of the house simply because he had packed away Noah's clothes. Don't touch Noah's things. Liam looked at her, hurt. Anna, Noah's gone. He abandoned you. Now you only have me. Are you going to abandon me for him? In the past, whenever he put on this pitiful act, Anna would immediately comfort him, but today she just looked at him coldly. At this moment, her mind was filled with Noah. She remembered everything he had done for her. He had been by her side since they were children. cooked for her, wished for her happiness every day, and wanted her to be with the person she loved. And Liam was what he felt for her really love. For the first time, she could tell. But she knew that at this moment she desperately wanted to see Noah. So, against everyone's wishes, she boarded a plane and flew abroad. Half a world away, I saw Anna. Her eyes were bloodshot, her appearance haggard. She looked incredibly fragile. But the moment she saw me, her eyes lit up. Instinctively, I wanted to reach out and steady her, but her words froze me in place. She said, "Noah, this has gone on long enough. Come home with me." I chuckled. "What are you doing here?" "Miss Sterling, if I remember correctly, we re-divorced. What I do and where I am have nothing to do with you." "What fooling around are you talking about?" Her eyes dimmed for a moment, but quickly recovered. "Noah, I know you are just saying that because you are angry." She looked at me with pleading eyes. "You do love me, right? These past few days you've been gone. I've had time to think. I shouldn't have ignored you. And I shouldn't have spoiled Liam so much when you were hurt. I should have been the first one to see you." She grabbed my sleeve, her voice begging, "Come home with me, and I'll change. As for the divorce you filed without my consent, I can forgive you." Her words made me want to laugh, but my voice was flat and emotionless. "Anna, you love Liam. What are you doing chasing after me now?" A single tear fell unexpectedly. I wiped it away and said, word by word, "Anna, whether you admit it or not, the truth is you only love Liam. You came looking for me only because you can stand the fact that the person who used to follow you around and adore you has left. You don't cherish me. You just feel like your power has been challenged." As I spoke, her face grew paler and paler. Thinking about what happened before I died in my past life, I felt no pity. I continued, "Let's just pretend the past never happened. Don't come looking for me again. I won't turn back for you. Let's just call it erasing my regrets." I suddenly smiled because I remembered those were the words she had said to me in my past life. Then, without hesitation, I turned my back on her and walked away.